And welcome everybody. Year 2024. School year starting off. We're here tonight to celebrate our 2024 from the last school year. Our Lady Gator softball, 3 in a row, 5A state champions. Let me know how the sound is. Um, it's been a while since I ran it. So I kind of need y'all help a little bit, if you don't mind. Tell me if it's good, bad, ugly, whatever it is, just let me know. Um, so this is scheduled to start off at 6:30. Got it started a little early because I got to get back into the groove of what to do. Had a whole summer of doing nothing, and so now I'm here. So let me know. Sounds good here. Thank you, Jennifer. Oh, it's Jenny. Thanks, Jenny. That's my cousin, y'all. That's my cousin. So, about to have a little ring ceremony here for our, 9-time state champion, but 3 in a row. Some of these girls, it's their first one. Some of them, it's their second. Some of them, it's their third. So, we're here to celebrate them tonight. While we got y'all waiting, I do want a few little things. I do want throwing a challenge out, and I will continue throwing this challenge out for a while. Yeah, as y'all know, we did lose a lot of kids to the Prairieville High School. With that, we also lose a great deal of population of students and supporters and all that good stuff. So I would like for everybody to please join our booster club, Santa Mall Booster Club. They meet every Monday night at 6:30 right here in the Commons area, or the cafetorium, or whatever you want to call this place. This is where they meet. They have a potluck every Monday night, 6:30. I'm not positive on the dues. I think it's, don't hold me to it, but I think it's $25 a year. So we need any and everybody to join the Santa Mall Booster Club, supporting all these student athletes here at Santa Mall High School. The Booster Club will be cooking for the football scrimmage on August 22nd against Shaw. We're asking parents to help serve both teams. Both teams will be served the meal afterwards when the scrimmage is over, so we do need help with that. Also, they're cooking for Meet the Gators on August 26th at 6 p.m. in the Gold Dome. We're asking for parents to help feed them, all the kids and all, before the Meet the Gator kicks off. If you don't know what the Meet the Gators are, if you're a first-timer or whatever, Meet the Gators is in August they do all the spring sports, I do believe. I mean, all the fall sports, you know, so you got like football, volleyball, cross country, swimming, all that. And then I think in January is when they do the winter and spring sports, where you got your basketball and your soccers and your baseball and softballs and tennises and all the ones toward the spring, winter and spring. So, yes, a lot of things going on with the Santa Mall Booster Club, folks. We need more membership. We got the same people working their butts off year after year for the love of the Gators, but folks, it's not like it used to be. We used to have people by the droves, and then that didn't put all the pressure on just the same people every time. Please join the Booster Club. We need lots of help, lots and lots of help. A lot of things they do throughout the school year for the athletes, and you know, they I know one thing for sure is like the Gold Dome Classic. You know, they have the hospitality room each night and all, and we need a lot of help. And then they got the extravaganza, you know, help with selling tickets and need you to buy tickets. So Monday nights, 6:30, right here in the Commons area, is Santa Monica Athletic Booster Club meetings every Monday night. And you come on over, and every week there's a different coach that'll come and talk, whether football, swimming, or cross country, or whatever. They'll have different coaches talk. So come on out. Be much, much, much appreciative. Let me make sure I ain't just talking to myself. Okay, I see y'all still got people. I'm still live. Okay, good deal, good deal. So, but like I said, with that new school down yonder that they built, or up yonder, like I said, our student population is less, so we need more help, y'all. We're gonna have to start fundraising a little bit harder, I guess, because like I said, we lost a lot of kids. Kids that we kind of relied on, counted on, and those, not just those kids, but those supporters of those kids, and then now a lot of them are gone. So we're about to get underway. They said 6:30. It looks like about 7 minutes here to see our Lady Gator softball 3 in a row state champions receive their state championship rings. Kind of glad because it kind of gave me a chance to break out all the stuff and see how you work the kinks out and get my summer lull off and get back into the groove of calling them Gator games. So about to see. You got Coach Jolie. She's like doing she did the what you see up on your screen. They'll have their little presentation thing, and Coach Jolie Hartman, she's the one that put that together. Coach Jolie is now the head of the Santa Monica Sports Marketing, the Huddle class. So we ought to be seeing good things coming from them in the next upcoming months and year. So let's see where we at. I'm sure Coach Amy's going to get to the podium. They got a podium there, so as soon as they stop playing the music thing, I'll let y'all hear what's going on in here. Well, she walked away. Okay. Thanks, Coach. Hey, let us know where you tuned in from. I want to see who all's watching this ring presentation. I know Jenny, I know where you at. You in Walker. I know you Walker. What's going on with the Facebook? Oh, there. Okay. I better say, man, I don't see my camera. I see it now. All right. It was stuck. I know where a few of y'all tuned in from that I'm seeing. I see Brent Shakes now. I know he's either tuned in from Lamar Moran or Mississippi. One of the two. Oh, man, don't tell me my connection. I got 4 bars. Let me know if it's lagging, y'all. I'm about to go to AT&T with the hotspot. We're going to see. All right, come on. Let's get started now. Come on. 6:27. We can start early. Ain't no rule saying we got to start at 6:30. We can start at 6:27. Come on, Coach. I got things to go do. Hear you loud and clear here. Good. Super. Hey, that's right, Jim. We back on the air. No issues. Good, good, good. We will not. I will not go live for the Shaw scrimmage. I will not go live for that. Scrimmage is that's the most boringest thing that for me to try to call. I can't do it. So scrimmage, I will not. Daytona Beach, Miss Sue Hensler, good job. I will not be live for the Gator scrimmage, but the following week, which would be I think August 30th, I think I'm not positive, is the Jamboree, and we will have all the games that night. Whether I don't know if freshmen play in Jamboree or not, but if they are, we can have the freshmen, we can have the JV, and we can have the varsity. We can have all of them. This year, I will be going live for all the games, freshman, JV, and varsity. JV and freshmen play on the same nights, so I will be live for those. And my son's coaching, the assistant coach, so that's why I'm doing it. That's why I'm doing freshman. So be there anyway, watching them. All right, so Coach Amy about to get underway.
Wednesday night, 3-seed Santa Monica, the defending back-to-back state champs, making its postseason debut against number 14 seed Central. Bases loaded in the first inning. Gators up 6-0. Mary Beth Zeller adds to the lead. A missile sent to right center field. Riley Moran and Olivia Johnson come around to score. One batter later, a wild pitch to the backstop. And LSU side Alex Franklin hustles home to score another run. 9-0 Santa Monica through one inning. And then in the second, two Gators on. Zeller does even more damage. A deep fly ball for a 3-run bomb. We're told that's the second home run for her in her career. That made it 16-0, and that would be the final score in just 3 innings. Seattle moves on to the quarterfinals.
Now these reckless nights you regret. Someday soon your heart's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of these good old days.
Got her.
Now these reckless nights you regret. Someday soon your heart's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of these good old days.
Haters motivate me. Because when they talk to me, it means I'm doing something. You see, while you're over there watching me and talking about me, I'm working. I'm working hard. I'm taking things to the next level. You keep gossiping and I'll keep working. You keep talking smack and I'll keep working. You keep focusing on everything and everyone else and I'll keep working. And when you finally look around at where you are and where I'm at, you'll realize that you have nothing left to talk smack about, and you will lose and I will win.
Oh.
ball, 2 strikes, 2 out, run on first. Get it done. Let's go. Get it done. Swing, get it, got the ball game, folks. Lady Gators win. Lady Gators win. 3 in a row. That's a 3-peat, baby.
Really an unexplainable feeling, and I don't know, it's surreal, especially to win it my senior year. It's such an amazing feeling to know how hard that our team has worked to get to this point. We've gone through so many trials and tribulations this season, but I feel like it's allowed us to grow and become the team we are.
All in that batter's box together. For the last out, there's 20 of us, 30 of us in that box. Today was 20 we brought on this trip, so 20 of us get the box together, and us coaches.
The softball player we honor is an LSU signee who put together a record-setting season. She helped her team win a third straight LHSAA title, is second in Division I non-sub. She played third base and at 533, career high 18 home runs, 42 RBIs, 692 on base per two, and was walked 47 times because he didn't want to pitch to her. That's right. Let's welcome our star of stars for softball. It's Sandoval's Alex Rigman. Sandoval softball coach Amy Beecher.
Sunday student.
Opponents to win third straight title, this one in Division I non-sub. The Gators finished 25 and 10, and the title was secured for entry at 9th overall for Sandoval. Congratulations, coach. The star of stars for girls coach of the year, Amy Petrie.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
This year's letter probably created a few new ones during his long career at Ascension Parish High School. This video looks like
I mean, there's one thing that you could say about this man, and it's solid as can be. You know, he was big into the Catholic Church, and there's a Catholic Church right here in South. He was big in the community. You know, we do have a post office in South. And he was huge into the high school. And so he got involved in keeping the clock engaged, keeping the scoring tablet for the basketball games and stuff like this.
Growing my favorite memories is right after we won my first championship with my sophomore year. We went together at ringside, and I went to the office, and Clark's sitting there with all his rings on his finger.
He was our bus driver, field liner, our school board person. But to me, he was a friend. And he was that guy I go out to practice, and he's there with me. And before a game, he had a game that day, and started lining the field at 11 a.m. And he would take breaks. And within that time, we would start having conversations with Clark and getting to know him. And people would see Clark as he can be a little mean to you sometimes because he wants things done his way. But me, Clark was a friend. He was hilarious.
So throughout my high school career, we had a lot of ups and downs, and especially my senior year, we didn't have the brightest year, but we ended up coming off on top, and I think we did pretty hard.
Clark, this year's for you. This championship for you. And congratulations.
Without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. See you again.
Mark doesn't know we're catching him up on the rings, but we're gonna get him. He got the most. Have him in just a couple of years, but after watching that, I felt like we had a terrible season. I don't know why we're here, according to them, because we didn't have a bright season. We lost 10 games, all of that, so we probably shouldn't be here. But again, that's the expectations we have, right? I know I've said this the last couple of years, kind of like the same stuff, but I started thinking about it, and it takes the same things to be to this point. For us to be sitting here, it takes the same things to happen. And it takes an amazing culture. And within that culture, great administration and leadership, great support, great parents, obviously great players. I didn't say talented players, I just said great players. Amazing coaches, and it takes a little bit of luck. And you don't have luck if you don't work hard and you don't deserve it. So within all that, I think we just have a fantastic culture. So I continue, and I hope I do it again in a year, to say the same things of why we're getting this. On the way here, a friend of mine asked what I was up to this evening, I said, well, at our ring ceremony, so what do you do to get that? And I said, well, we kind of already did that, you know, kind of already did what we had to do to get the rings, now I just got to give it to them. And it's the same thing, no matter the personnel, it's going to change, okay, but the culture stays the same. You give yourself an opportunity to be here every single year. And the reason we have that culture is because of the people in this room. Like I said, our administration, Ms. Carter's here. They support us. I mean, I don't think I've ever been told no when I asked to leave a little early. I mean, we go to state. I mean, unfortunately, we had a breakdown, so there was some sunburns going on while waiting for us to take off this year. But they stood out there and they gave us a good send-off. The support, Coach Joe, people like her, there's a ton that I'm going to mention, but our community's amazing. If you read our welcome home, it was awesome. I mean, kids love that, and not everybody has that. Parents, y'all are great. Say it all the time. We're blessed. I was just saying in our coaching group last night, you hear some horror stories, and I have some too. Some of you in this room, y'all some horror stories, but I am too to y'all, so it goes both ways. But y'all support what we do, even if you don't agree with it, you support it. And our players, it's set. I mean, you come here to try to be at this moment, and that's not going to ever change. And as long as that stays that way, we're going to have 30, 35 hardworking kids who's going to do what it takes to get to this point. Our coaches, I have the most selfless coaches, and I'm biased, but they're the best coaches in the state. Not everybody has that. I'm pretty fortunate. And luck. We have a lot of luck. Some good things happen to us along the way, and that's because we deserve success, because of the work that we put in every single day. So I'm going to continue to say the same thing, I hope, every single year when I sit in front of you, or sit in front of you. Like I said, thank you to Ms. Carter and her team and what they allow us to do to be successful. Coach Oliver is not here, but our athletic department, who supports us and allows us to do some things. Our booster club, Mr. James, that's that welcome home that we get, the escort that we get. I'm telling you, it's already the Texas sent. Like, where do we pick you up? I hope it becomes a yearly thing. Well, it has been. I hope it continues. But they pick us. It's so awesome for the girls and for us. I enjoy it. They pick us up on the line, Central Parish line, and escort us in. It's awesome. Miss Jamie Kramer, she's part of our support. She's not here. She's not going to come, but she writes all our Facebook posts. I take credit for it when it's really, really good. But she's the person who writes it. She texted me today asking, or to send her a roster so that she can get the signs information together because open house is coming up. So I'll take credit for that when we have our parent meeting at open house, but she's way ahead of me. Miss America, Jamie Lanou, she's our athletic secretary. She's amazing. She does things without me asking, and she gets things done in minutes. Coach Joe, who did this for us, and in the past, every slideshow, all those fancy posts that you see on San Juan softball, I take credit for creating and posting, but it's not me at all. It's Coach Joe and Miss Jamie Kramer who gets that out there. So thank you. That's awesome. And she just does it because she loves San Juan and loves y'all. We got Magic here. Where's the Magic? There he is. Magic, Steve couldn't make it, but our field crew, they don't just cut the grass and put things out there. They take pride in what they do. And they don't just cut the grass and leave. They hang out in the bullpen and watch almost every single home game. Steve will leave when EA's playing sometimes. It pisses me off, but it's okay. I'll still give him a ring. But they do a fantastic job. They're invested. And Magic came in and said somebody was giving him a hard time about getting a ring. He's like, why do you get a ring? And I said, well, because in this program we pay attention to detail and everything's important. And we take pride. And you take pride in this field that we play on. And heck, we appreciate it. And you're part of this. Okay? Everybody who does something's a piece of this deal. So thank you guys. Steve-O here. I wouldn't be shocked if he wasn't. Where's he at? There he is. Steve-O, for being the boss of everybody to get jobs done. We got a new fence, outfield fence that looked fantastic. It separated us from the other fields in the Central Parish this year. And all the parents who helped with that, I know there's a ton of you. I just know that he bossed y'all around. And he was the leader of that deal. And the school board and getting us the charter that broke down. And the charter one time that, was late and all that good stuff. But thank you for that, Steve-O. Huge. Chad Ravelay does our stats. That's a tough job. I wouldn't want it. People get mad at you probably more than they're mad at me for marking certain things down. But we do go back and review it. Nobody wants that job. So thank you for doing that. Miss Ann, where are you, Miss Ann? Stand up, Miss Ann. Stand up. She's awesome. She has done so much. Like throughout the year, I don't have to worry about anything that goes on in that concession. Or she just said, "Do you need money to feed the girls? How much you need?" Like it's awesome. I mean, that takes so much off of us coaches and things we don't have to worry about. And I know it's not easy. And we have passed the torch on to somebody else. And I said, "Are you crazy? Like, you sure you want to do this? Because it's stressful. It is." So thank you so much for taking care of us during a crazy season. Duckaroos, Chad, and Brad and Chuck. Brad couldn't make it. Chuck is here. Chuck spends a lot of time with the baseball. His boys play, but he was here in the finals, and it is awesome when he's here. You add to it. It's great. It's first time, right?
Yeah, first time.
Awesome. But when he is on, it's gotta watch it. Like the same Houston, he adds a little entertainment to it. He asks a lot of questions. It's funny, and sometimes Brad really does. He makes the answers up. Sometimes he doesn't know the real answer. So that makes it even better to watch him. But thank you guys so much for all you do. So many people who can't make games are able to tune in. My parents included. But not just that. All those donations that they get while we're on the air. Look, they've done a lot for us. I'm just going to leave it at that. All right, just understand that they help all the sports here at Santa Monica, and I can't thank you guys so much. Our trainers, Tara's here, always takes care of us, make sure we're healthy and ready to go. And there's Amanda, and then a new trainer we have here that kind of came in on the back end. He had daughters who played for Central, so he was on the Central side when we played them in the playoffs. Not his fault, but so I appreciate y'all and everything you do, taking care of our girls throughout the season and us coaches. Coaches, thank y'all again. It's amazing to me to be able to have these guys. This isn't like their real jobs. They just do this because they love to do this. And none of them get paid very much because they all split everything. So people ask, how can you afford to pay them all? It's between us. But I am very, very blessed to have the best assistants in the state, hands down. And the players. Thank you because you put up with us. And it's not easy. We never end the season with what we started with. For different reasons, but the main thing is it's hard. It's hard. It's hard to get to this point. It's hard to do it 3 times in a row, and it takes so much sacrifice. And that's like in any sport, right? But St. Louis softball, sometimes you gotta wait your turn, and you wait your turn to your junior or senior year, and you gotta embrace that role. And it's not easy because of the hours we that's all the thank yous I have. But let's talk a little bit about our season. We use the term doing our deal this year. Right? Last year was we're gonna go hunt. It's hunting season. We're gonna attack the other team because we have a target on our back. And you would think we would have the target on our back winning it 2 times in a row, but it just didn't feel that way. You know, because we did lose a lot of pieces to the puzzle from the previous 2 years last year. So our thing was doing our deal, right? And it's like I said to start this, we'll continue to have an opportunity to be in this situation if we continue to do our deal and do what we do every single day and approach workouts and approach practice every single day the way we do it. Have that positive culture. But in order to do that, it takes everybody in this room. It takes support, the parents, the coaches, the players. So I said, I don't care what other people say. I don't care who's in the uniform. I care what you do when you're in the uniform and what that uniform says. And we're going to continue to do the same exact things that we have done in the past and represent San Juan softball the exact same way. And we'll be playing in the last playing day. Didn't always look that way throughout the year because we had some things happen that hasn't happened to us before. Oh my God, we lost more than 3 games. It was devastating. I couldn't believe it happened. Like, I mean, it's the end of the world. It's probably the worst season they ever had in their life because they lost more than 3 games. They lost 10. It's a lot. But that was just it, right? We have 6 seniors here who, coming into the season, has only lost 7 times in 3 years. So they had to adjust on how to lead. I had to adjust on how to lead them. We all did. I have absolutely lost 10 games in the season, multiple times. Okay, I'm sure we all have, but they have, and that's one thing that I had to realize. How do we coach them to coach the rest of the team, to lead the rest of the team? We knew at the beginning of the season that we were going to be playing on the last playing day. Us coaches, we knew that. But we also knew it was going to look a little different. They believed almost everything we said. And they believed that, they just didn't know how to do that, how that was going to look. And it didn't look the same the way we did it, but we did it. And we figured out how to do it. So I couldn't be I'm just so proud that we did figure it out, obviously, but for you, because that's going to be something later on that you're going to realize that not everything's going to be the same. You're about to go off to college, you seniors, like, some of y'all's going to be playing college ball, and y'all going to lose 10 games. Might lose more than that. But you got to figure out. You got to figure it out, because it's always going to look different. It doesn't mean that you can't end the same, right? And that's the biggest lesson in this season, is facing that adversity that Elisar talked about. We faced a lot of it, because we had to learn how to overcome that. The district loss, at the end they asked me about district. Well, I remember losing the touchdown. It was our first district loss in 12 years streak. I never wanted it to end, but geez, I can't watch Rev if it doesn't. Thank God it ended, because I think they're the only ones who knew exactly how many games that we won in a row. But when we were going through the line, whoever the announcer is, one of them had said, look, Santa Monica, I mean, yeah, that district streak comes to an end, but they have something else. I mean, they're worried about it, but they're here to win championships. And that's exactly right. Our first goal, our first championship is a district championship. So it was like, were you upset you didn't win district? Hell yeah, I was upset. I want to win every championship that is. But we got to keep going. We weren't good enough to win district, and we weren't ready to win district. So we got to continue to fight to get ready to win state, and that's exactly what we did. Doing our deal, selfless, being good teammates, loving each other. You heard me say all 20 of us getting in that box together, because we love each other, and nobody's going to be by themselves out there to get this thing done, and we did that. We're going to outwork people because we're not going to this year. We got to outwork them. And we got to do things the right way. And that's exactly what we did. And there we were at the end. And that's what this team and this group of seniors has done for 4 years. They've done things the right way. And they're going to be leaving here with 3 rings because of it. Okay? So, proud of you, all of you, and I'm ready to give up the rings. Coach Mark has one thing, I want to say, because I told him I'd make him stand up and say this. Just a little back, for those of you who don't know, I'm sure we all do. Southside, at the beginning, first game of the year, they beat us, and they did a TikTok in front of the Gold Dome, and said we beat the state champs. Obviously, we're talking about the 2023 state champs. So somebody sent that to me because y'all know I'm not going to see that on the TikTok or on the social media. And I sent it to the coaches, and Coach Mark will stand up and tell everybody what he told the coaches first game of the year when they said they beat the state champs. Yeah, I got a mic.
So Coach Amy sent that to us, and I thought about it. She was depressed. Everybody was pretty depressed. And I said, Coach Amy, it's not all that bad. I said, they just said they beat the state champs. I said, they know something. We're going to win the state championship.
Got a way to look at it, Coach Mark. Pretty smart. So, and I see Coach Brooke over there. She's never over here with us. So, I obviously thank Coach Brooks when I thank the coaches over here because, yeah, there's a lot. We understand that, all the things that Coach Brooke does off the field for us. So, Coach Jay, you want to come up and we'll start handing out the rings.
Hey, Coach Amy.
Hey.
Hey.
Uh-oh.
I just want to say something too. We appreciate you for what you bring to our community, what you bring to our school with winning state championships. We know you're a hot commodity. You chose to stay at San Amant. We love you. We appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, so we're going to start with freshman. Here we go. Kaylee Rockerford. Marley Bourgeois. Aubrey Smith. Kaylin Sheets. Another one bites and does. Olivia Johnson. Kinley Trish. Maddie Hornsby. Carson Tomplay. Amari Pumpkin Long. Ramsey Hughes. Kai Nocho. sophomore, Sophia Lobel. Riley Causey. Lexi Johnson. Bailey DeCody. Braylee Decato. Brooke Rabelais. Juniors, Grace Kaminsky. Gabby Gomez. Morgan Blackwell. Amaya Franklin. Ava Vicknair. Lauren Allen. Kinley Mesh. Mackenzie Smith. Riley Moran. Haley Hebert. And our seniors. I'm going to take a minute and talk about our senior parents. So Coach Darrow asked if I invited our new freshmen to come watch, and I said I absolutely did, just to see, what this is like, and I said I did. And then I said I invited their parents. I put it on the remind because, again, this takes more than talent. This takes more than players. I have been so fortunate to have all of these parents in this room. With this select group of parents, it's unbelievable, actually. When we won the 2019 championship, it was that fall. I called Steve-O, and I didn't know him. If I knew him, I would have called somebody else. But I just knew he had a daughter who played and was coming to Santa Monica. He met Coach Mark at an Outback. That's how we do things. That's how we get players to come here. Coach Mark meets him at Outback. Coach Jay, who knows where he meets him, but he told me some stories. But anyway, I said, listen, this is what I want to do. I want to be able to put together a team of kids that will be coming to Santa Monica in the next couple of years. And just coach them a couple of years ahead of time. And let's win a state championship with them. So he said, okay. So I put him in charge of that because I had been out of travel ball. I was coaching with Coach Darrow, and I hadn't been in the younger kids tournaments in a long time. So we go ahead and win championship in 19, and it was like we won on Saturday. He calls me on Monday, I think, to start practice for the summer. I was like, I was hung up on him. Like, I know you're not calling me to start travel ball practice. Like, that's not how I operate. But I realized that the little ones, they just play, practice. I was like, what did I get myself into? So here we go. We get all these kids out. Now, we only really allow kids who were coming to Santa Monica. It was me and Coach Jay, and we split teams up, and Coach Jay had a younger group, and I had like older group. So some of the kids were already here. Anyway, we started that deal, and that's when I started with some of these players and parents. And then the next year, here came, I think, Terrio and Alex, and then the next year came LSR, and then here they are. So it's a blessing because they've accomplished some really good things, and it's probably pretty bad for them too because they've only been coached by me for a very, very long time. But I did that in hopes we could win a state championship because it's so hard to do. And they're leaving here with 3. It's unbelievable. But those parents understood exactly what I was doing when they were 12. They supported it. They stuck with it. They didn't always like it. And then they got to high school and they supported it, stuck with it, and they didn't always like it. And that's a big reason we're here. So yes, I wanted our younger kids to come to see these girls get their rings, but I also want them to see how awesome our parents are. Because again, could be a culture killer. It could be a culture killer. And if you support your kid by just working in a concession stand, you might not be here. If you support your kid by supporting us coaches and our program and what we stand for, you could be here every single year. So thank you, parents. I've made some fantastic memories. Really had some really good times in those summers, and of course high school. I was able to. It's a bonus getting to coach these kids that long because I got to see them. I got to see them like when they were silly, and got to see some things. and then I got to see them get to high school. I remember taking a picture of MB, her very first day at duty. She was right here, and I sent it to the 007 group. And I was like, look at her. She was, same thing, same height she is. But, watching them as enter high school and watching them develop into young adults, not just softball players, but they're about to go into the next chapter. Boy, are they ready. They're ready to get away from me, for sure. And Alex isn't, but she is. But they are ready, they're prepared, and boy, they're going to be amazing in college, and I'm pretty sure they're going to be pretty good athletes. First senior, Gracie Bursajek. Gracie, story about Gracie, I use Gracie as an example this year. In fact, I was talking about you today, Gracie, is it mesh? The mesh in the weight room. Gracie didn't make the team her freshman year. She was a manager. Midway through freshman year, we had a couple of kids who quit, and I called our seniors in, and I said, what do y'all think about adding Gracie? We have some uniforms about adding Gracie. And I think before I finished the sentence, they all said absolutely, yes. Gave Gracie a uniform. Did every single thing we asked her to do. And I didn't see a difference in her work ethic from when she was a manager or the last week of her senior year. Didn't matter. Program player. Gracie had opportunities to get in the games. She didn't play as much as the other seniors. But she stuck it out. And she's the role model. And she's going to be talked about in that locker room for a very, very long time. Because she is the definition of our team culture. So thank you, Gracie. Emily Terrio. Emily was one who came. I think she came over and traveled ball that second year, so I've been coaching her for quite a while too. And you know, Emily really had a hard role because she was moved around. Last year she was in and out depending on certain situations or certain lineups we went with. And this year she became a starter consistently, but heck, we moved her around all the time. And that's not easy to do. I mean, for many a times last year and the year before, she came off the bench to hit. Not an easy role to have. Never complained. Just tried her best to fill her role. And talk about work ethic. I mean, again, that's why they have three of them, right? But she's up there on that list with somebody else I'm going to mention in a little while that got her share fair of butt chewings. And again, she just looked, okay, coach. She did probably the same thing the next day, but God, I thought it would change every single time. But congratulations, Emily. It's been awesome. Tough role she had to fill, and she did it. She's going to go on to tonight. Are you leaving? Tonight, she is leaving to go, and she'll be playing ball at Pearl River. And she's going to do outstanding over there. So, Mackenzie Ellisar. Mackenzie's first in 22. I talked about how she came in as a shortstop, so I'm gonna finish off this deal. But Mackenzie Sox came in. I kept hearing about this kid who. She played at Butch Gore, where dreams begin. That's where everything starts, at Butch Gore. And she was a shortstop, and she was awesome. And I'm like, okay. And she came out to tryouts, and she went to shortstop. And I might have let her take a couple of balls. I was like, go to that field. You're going to be on the team, but you're not going to play shortstop. Oh, and by the way, you're not going to hit right-handed either. We're going to switch that around. And, you know, I know Coach George and Coach Darrell, I mean, the amount of work they put in. She's a regular on Mondays with Coach George, and probably will continue to be for as long as she plays softball. But Coach Darrell, last year, maybe her sophomore year, Coach Darrell saw on Facebook, her mom's Facebook, she was in the backyard working off the tee, left-handed. He's like, this kid works hard. I'm like, I know, and she's going to get it, and she did. That's so hard to do. I cannot express how hard that is to do. And we make kids do it all the time. But again, we tell them, in order to be successful doing this, it's not just the 2.5 hours we're out here at practice, or the 4, but it's the practice you put in on your own time, and the extra, and the lessons, and she did that. And she did what she had to do, and heck, she's got a scholarship to LSU, and maybe somewhere after that, I don't know, but sky's the limit because of the work ethic she has. And outfield, watch that game, it sticks out. Her and Terrio had 2 amazing catches in the state championship. And then in the year before, hearing Brad's, because we really couldn't see that one. They usually go live at the end, we couldn't see that one. Ellisar, oh my God, Ellisar does, it's amazing what she does out there in the outfield. So, congratulations. Samantha Landash. I said that Terrio got her share of the chewings. There's nobody who got it more than Sam. Not from me. And I don't care if she was 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. They were all the same. She got it hard. And a lot of that was because I knew her daddy. So I was able to get away with it. And I knew he would probably back me up. But, Sam's going to be around because her little sister comes in a year. Steve-O, I get a year off from Steve-O. Steve-O gets a year off from me, and they'll be right back. But Sam, again, the only thing that comes to my mind when I think of Sam is poor Sam. I mean, how many times have we all said that, right? All of us. Poor Sam. Sam has done every single thing we've asked her to do. Mom's asked her to do, her dad, the math teacher, custodian, the president. It doesn't matter. She's just going to do whatever she has to do, and she's going to do it like perfect. And if she doesn't know how to do it perfect, she's going to aggravate the crap out of you until she figures out how to do it. It was it last year, Coach, we had to call her in and give her like a homework assignment. You gave her a homework assignment to go home and like find coaches and colleges and come back and give to us. And then she walks out. I'm like, she's going to call me and text me 100 times between now and tomorrow to make sure it's perfect. But that's why Sam's successful. And that's why she's going to be successful. And that's why she's a really good softball player. Because she paid attention to detail. And there's a picture I have of her that I'm going to forever use while working infield stuff. And I think she got to a point where she doesn't listen to me anymore. She doesn't hear the yelling and the screaming. But that's a good thing, too. It means she grew up a little bit. But, man, easy to pick one. In fact, sometimes the other seniors will tell me to leave her alone. So, but, man, I'm going to miss Sam because she's easy, She's let me know when something's stupid. And she points all that out to me. But she has, again, all these kids have worked extremely hard, but to turn into the shortstop she did from when she got here as a freshman it's amazing. So she's going to go on to play at Mobile, and she's going to be awesome over there. And absolutely going to be amazing after. What are you going to go do, Sam? That. So it's going to be really good. So congratulations, Sam. Alex Franklin. So when we were on the way home from this championship, I looked at Coach Brooke and I said, the good thing is I don't have to hear Alex talk anymore. I hear Alex talk now more than I did all of the season. Let me tell you why. So I'm usually around third base when we're doing situational stuff, and that's where Alex plays. So I hear everything that Alex is thinking, thought, doing after practice, did this morning, ate for lunch, what MB ate for lunch, what Sam's doing later. And it sounded mean, but I need you to shut up. But I tell the coaches all the time. I told Coach Brooke, you're not gonna believe this, but I talk to Alex every single day. No, I talk to her every day, sometimes 5 times a day. But it's different now, and it's good now. And it was good then, but I look forward to it, and I'm going to continue to do that. Alex, you can aggravate me anytime you want, I promise you. But again, Alex was one of her first days I've ever seen Alex. Steve-O says, I got this girl coming out. She can't try out. She has a back injury. And she comes walking out, and I'm tossing balls in the cage, and I look up, and like she is now, hey, Coach Amy, I'm thinking about playing. And then she leaves, and he's like, so she's going to try out later. I said, Coach, she's not trying. She's going to be on the team. He goes, how do you know? I said, this thing called the eye test. And I hadn't even seen her dad yet, so I was like, there's this thing called the eye test. She's going to be on the team. she doesn't know anything about softball, she will, right? So that's how I got introduced to Alex, and you know, she was one of the few people who come through this program who started as a freshman, and All-State as a freshman. Talk about seeing a kid change. I've seen them all change from when they got here to now that they leave, and she's probably changed the most. We've had many discussions, seeing her grow up, and not I'm talking as a ball player, seen them all grow as a ball player, seen them all mature, but in so many different ways. And I'm just so proud of her. And she's gonna go on and play at LSU, and she's gonna have an amazing career, and she's gonna be great. And she will continue to call me and text me. I won't say it's aggravating anymore. I look forward to it. So, congratulations, Alex. And Mary Beth Zeller. And MB, I told Lauren Allen I was going to let her say something, and she was shocked, because I don't really let her talk. There's one thing that I say every single day when I'm hitting reps at the infield, and I might not say it out loud, I just kind of say it to the people around me on the side. What is that I say every single day? Say it louder.
She's the best second baseman in the state.
She's the best second baseman in the state. And the reason that I say that is because it just kind of goes under the radar. She's this tall. There's nothing flashy. She started to hit home runs right when her career's ended. But the kid was in the 4-hole and never hit a home run until her last 2 weeks of high school. But it's a trust thing. I asked her when she first came in, she was young, I said, hey, did you ever watch baseball on TV growing up? Because that's what people used to do. And she's like, I don't know. Like, because you know the game. It's an instinct. It's things that I can't teach. And she just has it. She has the it. I'm extremely heartbroken she's not going to play at the next level, but I'm happy knowing that, she probably wouldn't. Right? But she's the best second baseman in the state. And I have to say that, and I like saying it, and I like saying it out loud, because people are like, well, who's your second baseman? Exactly. And they'll pitch to, oh, she's a 4-hole. But you know what she's not going to do? She might not hit a home run, because she's going to hit a ground ball to second base with a runner at third. She's going to hit a deep fly ball with a runner at third. She understands the game of softball without even being told about the game of softball. And she's my little buddy. I made her cry one time, I think. I got her upset one time. Like, I think it might have been like junior year. I fussed her. First time, like, she's one that didn't get fussed. Well, why you didn't fuss her? I don't know, because she just goes under the radar. She doesn't stick out. She doesn't really do anything to make me angry. But when I did, she cried. And it was funny. But, man, gonna miss her. And Coach Mark said it this year. We just always talking. And he said, man, the second baseman for a very, very long time is gonna hear about MB. Yeah, they will. They'll be reminded of it. Because Lauren, what I'm going to say every single day while I hit reps next year, MB's the best second baseman in the state. She's at Southeastern, not even thinking about softball, but I'll be saying she's the best second baseman in the state. But she started as a freshman, and just like her and Alex, they've been there for a very long time. And we'll miss her. It's awesome. Congratulations, MB. So, as send the seniors off, some leaving tonight, some leaving tomorrow. The one thing is a goal of ours at San Amant. Tell the parents at the parent meeting every year. It is hard to win a state title, but that's our goal, and that's not going to change. It's going to stay our goal, and we may not win it every year because it is so hard. But the one thing I want every girl in our program to leave feeling is loving San Juan softball. Loving it. Everything that it stands for, the memories, all of it. And I think y'all do. I think y'all love San Juan softball. And that's our goal every year. Understand this is hard to do. Alex said I would leave when it was time for the rings, and I will, because it was late and it was a Sunday and we were in Eunice or wherever we were at getting these rings. I didn't leave for this. I tried leaving this year early because the bus was leaving us, because Evo's bus, but this is what we work for. And what I want y'all to understand is how hard it is and how special it is. Their freshman year, they were quarterfinalists. I think y'all lost 3 or 4, not many, under 5 games. And I heard Alex say, our freshman year we were terrible. They lost in the quarterfinals. That's a great season. So just understand, when you go to college, ask your teammates how many state championships they won in high school. Or if you're not playing ball in college, just ask somebody who maybe played ball in high school. Y'all won state. It's not easy. One team gets to do it. You're leaving here with 3. Juniors, you have 2. Freshmen, you guys have a chance to get 4. Okay, all of you do. Right? So that's gonna be our goal. It's not gonna change. But anything else? All right, we got Alex with our closing prayer.
Alright, let's pray. Father God, I thank you for this night. Lord, I thank you for everyone in this room that made this possible. Father God, we just want to give glory to you, give glory to your Son. We're so thankful that you sent your Son to die on the cross for our sins. We're so thankful for this game of softball that's on this earth that we get to enjoy and make memories. Father God, I pray that you would just bless everyone here as they're leaving tonight, keep them safe. God, I just pray for a special prayer for the graduated seniors. Lord, I pray that they would understand that everything that they would do in their lives, it's meaningless apart from you. So, Father God, I thank you for all that you are. I thank you that I'm able to be a part of this. And I pray that you would just continue to get glory from this program. It's in Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
That's a wrap.
All righty, folks. That's it. 2024 state champions. And we will be going live for the Jamboree next. That'll be the next time for the Jamboree, football Jamboree, which will be on August the 30th. We'll be live for that. Don't forget, Monday nights, 6:30 in the Commons area, potluck. Join the Booster Club. We need everybody to join the Booster Club. Get in the Booster Club. All right, folks. That's it. Thank y'all for tuning in. That's it. And it's a great